Priyanka Chopra mother Mamdua who calls herself mother by marriage of a virtuoso and Instagram bio Dr. Mamdua Chopra made a unique notice of cheerful Priyanka Chopra a virtuoso Nick Jonas in her Instagram bio. Priyanka Chopra's mother Dr. Mamdua Chopra has given a sweet hoop to Nick Jonas on her Instagram bio. While man who portrayed her youngsters Priyanka and Siddharth Chopra's blissful she called her child-in-law and take a virtuoso. Specialist for a long-time mother of two cheerful kids and mother by marriage of a virtuoso. Welcome viewers to Celebrity Insight. Here we bring you updates on your favorite celebrities. Please subscribe, like my video and turn on notification. What's more, at 2018 meeting with DNA not long after Priyanka at the Nick's Roka function, Matt who showered acclaim on him. Nick is quiet and mature, he's a brilliant individual and everybody in the family simply cherishes him, he's so amiable and conscious towards seniors. What more would a mother be able to need, she said, adding that she confided in her little girl's judgment totally. Recently Matt who joined Priyanka at the screening of her new film The Network Restorations. Scratch didn't go to the occasion as he was avoiding potential risk after somebody in his visit tried positive for secretive-19. I'm so appreciative for my family, thank you for being a piece of this astounding second with me, my group without whom I could always be unable to do any of it, appreciative, missed you Nick Jonas. Blissful birthday Dave UGI. As of now, Priyanka wrote in an Instagram post imparting pictures to her friends and family who were available at the debut of the Grid revivals. Priyanka plays the adult Saudi, a person previously presented in the network Upheavals 2003. She was an outcast program carried into the lattice with the prophet looking after her. Matt who protected the length of Priyanka's job in the network restorations, answering to a news story on her brief appearance in the film Vital and Crucial she composed. Priyanka has various worldwide undertakings ready to go and has additionally marked her next Hindi film. She will be seen in Unfamiliar Entertainers excursion film named GL Is There It, additionally featuring Katrina Kaif and Every Day About. Priyanka Chopra uncovers how her late father would feel about her union with Nick Jonas. Priyanka Chopra Jonas realizes her father would have adored Nick Jonas in her new diary Incomplete. The 39-year-old entertainer uncovers that she generally needed a relationship like that of her folks, explicitly a man who treat or how her dad Ashok did to her mom Mandua. You regularly at home and particularly at parties. Father would place on the appeal, he would sing to mother present verse for her, totally and completely humiliate her, she composes. He was imaginative and heartfelt and smart, and I longed for having a relationship very much like theirs, one of genuine organization and of sentiment, verse and music. That fantasy worked out in 2018 when Priyanka started her relationship with her currently spouse Nick. She couldn't impart the delight of that disclosure to her dad, however, as he kicked the bucket in 2013 after a fight with malignant growth. In a meeting with Eastern Time's Rachel Smith, Priyanka says that her father's passing implied that our greatest boss and greatest team promoter was out of nowhere gone. The experience left her with a lot of sorrow for a really long time with Scratch, however she introduced another period of life. I was simply composing this Goliath wave. Nick was this twister that sort of assumed control over my life. Up to that point I was coming all through an extremely wild time in my life. I just moved to the US. I was somewhat pitiful, I was managing a ton of sadness, she tells Eastern Opportunity. He just came into my life to the place where I had picked me. I was more joyful, I was better, I was in an extraordinary perspective. He resembled a storm and I only sort of went with it. Priyanka and Nick had a hurricane sentiment which finished in a December 2018 wedding. While her dad's demise posed a potential threat over the much anticipated day, Priyanka actually figured out how to feel him there only minutes before she strolled down the passageway. I shut my eyes and paused for a minute to converse with the one individual I knew could quiet me. I wish you were here, Father, I said. I trust I'm making the best choice, she said, and afterward the shade opened and I saw Nick's face. I saw his eyes, my questions lifted, and I knew totally that in strolling toward Nick I was strolling toward the man I needed to make my future with. Indeed, Priyanka said she has most likely that her dad was introduced her wedding, yet contributed to pulling off the immediately arranged pre-marriage ceremony that were comprised of various minor supernatural occurrences. Still, however, Priyanka our father, he would have been right at home for the whole multi-day festivity, she composes. He would have sat and stuck with Nick, and afterward the energy everyone needs, the quintessential host. It was one of his life's fantasies to see me cheerful like that, to see me with somebody who comprehended, regarded and cherished me, somebody who grounded me and made me snicker. The way that Nick was an artist would have been the good to beat all cake. Priyanka proceeds, I can envision father taking his new child-in-law by the shoulders and saying, okay, come on, how about we sing a melody, and Scratch being his own downplayed self, gesturing and grinning a little grin and simply going with it. I would have wanted to have seen that. Priyanka has most likely that our father would have supported her significant other as well as her life overall. I think he'd be extremely glad for the spot I'm in right now. He generally wanted for me to feel a feeling of satisfaction, and I do. She tells Eastern Time, I feel an ability to be self-aware right now with myself expertly where I am, the work that I'm accomplishing, the work that I'm making, and that is my enormous child. My profession has been my most noteworthy stone in for what seems like forever. I feel like I'm where I have confidence in my capacity, what I offer.